Well, it's time to get this guy started. I don't know how long it's been sitting, but I know that the man who restored it did put it into a winterized condition, meaning all fluid was drained out of it, radiator was stabled at 50, battery was not put on a conditioner, but may have been disconnected. As you can see, I don't know anything at the moment, so we're gonna find out. Owned by JD Piar, who was the one who restored it. So let's get it running. So the things I need to do in order to get this tractor running is first I want to check on this battery, make sure it's got the right voltage, make sure that the water acid level is correct, and get a charge going on it. I also need to take a look at this sediment bowl, and you can see it's all nice and cloudy in there. It tells me the fuel might be varnished, so I may have to clean that out. And check the fuel cap here. Yeah, that smells like varnish. So we'll see. Hopefully it's just residual stuff hanging out at the bottom of the tank, because it kind of comes down and has this belly here, so maybe there's just a little bit of fuel hanging on. If there is varnish in the fuel tank and it was left in the lines, then this might be impossible to open, which might mean that it is sealed and I may need to rebuild it. Considering that's not moving, that's might be what I have going on. I do want to check the oil level on the air filter. It's not that it's necessary, but I just like to check it. Once I get an electrical charge in the system and I'm able to crank it over, I want to get one of these plug wires off and get a visualizer in there and make sure I'm actually getting spark. If I'm not getting spark, then I'll have to take apart the distributor cap and clean up the points. Hopefully those aren't too bad. And lastly, I need to check the oil here. Nice and filthy, but right in the middle of where it should be, which makes me happy. So we'll see what happens. So looks like somebody may have gotten a little comfortable back in here. Made their home, pulling some of the insulation out of the walls. I love rats' nests so much. That's sarcasm if you couldn't tell. It's all pink insulation, so I don't really want to touch it and get my hands all itchy. And my fingers are too fat to actually get back in there. So these long needle nose pliers are doing a great job. Just pulling this out piece by piece. Well, there's the fun that was living up in here. Now we're all cleaned out. Started work on the sediment bowl, and you can see got it off, but it did come with a bit of a fight. The gasket, which is now completely warped, was sealed very, very well. If you've ever wondered what a sediment bowl is for, it is to sit underneath the gas tank, let gasoline drain into it. That lets all of the sediment settle down to the bottom. That's why they call it a sediment bowl. And then as the level of fuel rises up, it comes back up here and comes out this tube and goes down to the carburetor, effectively trying to keep all of that sand from getting into your carburetor and running through your engine and ruining it. Well, this is the first start of this thing in what I'm told is about 8 years. Wasn't too terrible. Battery's at 4 volt, but spent an hour on the charger, is back up to 6. The sediment bowl was just a little cloudy, had some of this extra sediment at the bottom, but it doesn't look like anything's varnished. Everything's flowing, sealed, getting spark. See what happens. Ooh, almost. My choke cable got bound up. Interesting. There we go. Binding a little bit, but she should be okay. Let's try that again.